I could do El Dragon. I could do that's a Mexican series. I could do Lincoln Lawyer. There's a series on Netflix. I had signed a film with a big star, but it didn't work out after 3 months of preparing for the film. And the thing that came to the producer for me was, यार suddenly अब वो बहुत बड़ी हो गई है, अभी न्यूकमर के साथ काम नहीं करेगी. So my journey in the industry has been great. I think obviously they've been the. I started off with 1920, my first film with Vikram sir, and it was a sleeper hit. I still get a lot of messages, a lot of mails for that, and apparently till date, Star Gold and with other channels, it's the number one horror film that we have. And so yes, I am very happy about the way things started. And then then obviously everyone has their own journey. You got to learn so much. You got to keep doing projects, and वो सब करते करते I felt I've learned a lot. I've done different genres. Where my heart goes is again coming back to, it comes back to thrillers, it comes back to action, and it comes back to those a few of those patriotic films or historicals. And yes, so I think overall it's been a great learning experience for me. I have done musicals in between, I've done live stage in between, doing films, and I've done television. So for me, film, TV, web, and now I'm doing web, so it's great. For me, no, not at all. I was not inclined towards acting in the beginning. As a child, also, I was throughout in sports. I was an athlete. I was a judo champion for Delhi, and used to swim along with. So basically, sports and studies were my thing, and I was doing my BBA honors. And then, obviously, I think the bug bit me. I actually went for a wedding, bumped into Rashmi Virmani ma'am. Rashmi Di is the leading choreographer in Delhi. And she said कि यार तेरे को तो entertainment में होना चाहिए, you should be on stage. And that is when, I gave it a shot. I did my first show, first ramp show. It was a hair show, I remember. And post that, I think I did about 60, 70 shows all over India with the biggest names, biggest designers. And then I won Mr. India. I won Mr. International in London, worked there in London and Bombay and Delhi. And then I realized ki, okay, what I want to do is be in front of the moving camera. Oh, I think I've evolved a lot, and it's an ever-evolving process, as I said. But yes, when I see my first film and then the next and the next, I obviously see that there are so many places that you could do better. Obviously, Touchwood, they've been appreciated by the public, they've been appreciated by the industry, the critiques, and there have been ups and downs, there's been flaws, but and I realize that where the mistakes have been, and. And obviously you keep working on it, and when I look back at them, I also laugh sometimes ki yaar yahan pe, and besides laughing, I would say that you are, since I am critical about my own self, so I know that I could have done this here, and that happens. I think that happens with all the actors, बहुत सबके साथ होता है, but कहीं कहीं जगह ऐसा भी होता है जहाँ पे you create magic, and some scenes cannot be done again. So those scenes, those type of scenes have also been there in films, so which I feel कि shit ये कैसे हो गया, and which is there with every actor, and sometimes those are the toughest scenes to in fact dub again, so you can't even dub them. So a lot of times directors or technicians keep those scenes as it is. They don't want to touch them. Uh, Especially I would say that one of the scenes I remember is from Amitabh Bachchan's film, him with Amjad Khan, and that scene could not be dubbed again in Satte Pe Satta. It was, they were drinking, and that scene was like that. They used it like that, and it works. So I think, so that part is there, that there are some great magical moments that happen, and there are some, some such scenes or such moments which you feel अरे यार मैं यहाँ पे अच्छा कर सकता हूँ. See, I think it's very important. First thing that the script should click. Like when I listen to a script, when when a narration is taken or I read a script, first thing is that overall in the bigger picture the script should work, and I should feel हाँ यार ये बहुत अच्छी script है. Then the step comes in is obviously how my role is, what my character is, and how much is there to play. How strong is it in the whole film. So how important a pillar is he in the film. It could be an anti-hero, it could be the main leads, which I've mostly done. It could be one of the strongest characters or a pillar. So that's very important. And then obviously who's making it, that matters a lot. While taking a narration only you get to know, कि क्या कैसी होगी या ये क्या visualize कर रहे हैं. So all that definitely makes a difference. As a tick list, I would say, of course, there is a list of films or roles that you want to do, and that list is an ongoing process. I think it's never ending, and I do have a long list, and I hope that I get to do all those roles. See, I would definitely love to play someone who is from the defense services, is an army officer. So that's sort of a role I would love to, have maybe an author back role of that type, for sure. Luckily, I've just finished Inspector Avinash, where I'm playing a cop. So that is also a very, very interesting role. It's I can't really reveal too much about the role right now, but yes, उसके अंदर बहुत कुछ है उसके अंदर. They're totally different. Inspector Avinash, as I said, is a cop, and he is a no-nonsense cop. He's a black and white and grey. Besides that, I can't say much on it. But yes, Bal Naren is very different. Bal Naren, as you said, the poster's getting great reviews. The subject in itself is a social issue. It's based on Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and we've been obviously. It's a project which was not project. Swachh Bharat was initiated by Modi ji, our Prime Minister, and I think वहाँ से the writer director जो पवन जी हैं, he's been sort of inspired. He's taken it from there, and it's a beautiful subject. So I've got a beautiful role in it, and it's the role of a doctor who comes back to his village to save his village, and then he sees that there's a kid who's already doing his bit in the village, and so he uses that. Not uses, whatever he wants to give to the village, he's doing it through the kid. So he sort of inspires the kid, motivates him to more towards cleanliness, more towards avoiding COVID. So we've sort of mixed Swachh Bharat and COVID. Yes, there's a song which is coming out, Meet Brothers, Confessions it's called, Confessions, Hun Lagda Meri Wari Hai. So that is an amazing song. It can be played in the car, it can be played in the clubs, it can be played anywhere, auto में, झल्ली वाले में, truck में, हर जगह. So वो गाना we're really looking forward to. It's releasing on the 3rd of June, and Karishma Sharma and me, we both are the leads in it. Meet Brothers, obviously, they've created the song. Starboy LOC is the rapper in it. It's a full Punjabi sort of Punjabi and very cool zone of a song. So I hope people love it. See, of course, I think the OTT, the web series, web films, they've opened a lot of doors for a lot of not just actors. I would say also for a lot of content creators, a lot of writers, a lot of directors, and maybe smaller producers, smaller but intelligent producers who've not otherwise got the chance of taking their films to the theaters, because obviously commercials are involved. But for actors, it's been a boon. Writers, it's been a boon. Directors, it's been a boon, because a lot is out there. मतलब आपको बस हाथ खोलने और embrace करना. And it's a great time for all artists, and I just hope that even it's in the sense it stays like that. It has to not be taken over by a certain camps. It has to be open for all. I could do El Dragon. I could do that's a Mexican series. I could do Lincoln Lawyer. There's a series on Netflix. That's in fact I'm watching that these days. So those are, some very cool series which Suits I could be a part of. Such series should be made, but yeah, we do have some good content coming up, and people are doing good stuff. So I hope to be a part of them and entertain the audience. Since you've said this, there's one thing which I feel very strongly about is that in the beginning of my career, when I had not started, when I was still modeling, I had just won Mr. India and Mr. International. I had signed a film, and I've probably never spoken about it, never ever, to anyone on camera or otherwise, because I had signed a film with a big star, but it didn't work out after 3 months of preparing for the film. And the thing that came to the producer for me was, यार suddenly अब वो बहुत बड़ी हो गई है, अभी newcomer के साथ काम नहीं करेगी. So this was the biggest झटका for me at that time. So I made sure that when I enter, I will never say no to working with a newcomer. So that's one thing which I very strongly feel, that is that no matter what, whoever's coming in or whoever's a newcomer, you can't just say, ठीक है, obviously you take the test, you do look test with them, you see their talent. अगर वो बिल्कुल नहीं है तो अलग बात है. Otherwise, you cannot just say कि मैं newcomer के साथ काम नहीं करूँगा या करूँगी, because I think everyone has their own first break. They should be given that. Guys, my message to you is that, enjoy life, love life. We've seen COVID, we've seen the times. So, life, this is now. And so live it. And obviously, I hope to entertain you and keep admiring my work, keep loving my work. And, I hope to present more to you. And and keep watching Telly Chakkar.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to Telly Chakkar's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.